Greetings, fellow noobs. Welcome to another NuubCast. That's right. Here we are on a map that I haven't played in ages because I took it out of my pool. Slag pits. Yes. Honestly, I'm not sure why I took it out of my pool. I think, if I remember, I had a pretty good win percentage on this map. Who cares? But, I mean, why are we talking about me? We got a freaking game here between freaking Quicksilver, the red freaking Zerg, and his opponent happens to be a blue Protoss, and this happens to be named Mapua. Mapua, a loyal NuubCast fan, kicking it live here on the Slag Pits, bringing us happy replays. Happy. 10 points to the correct assigner of that reference. Yeah, assigner. No. Good news from the House of Blomus. My basement isn't flooded. Well, it was, but it's not anymore. Because I fixed it. But y'all don't care about that either. Protoss versus Zerg on the Slag Pits. Let's see if I remember. We've got this huge center area with the Zelnaga. It's kind of like a smaller Metalopolis with only one tower. I don't know, I guess it's kind of like Metalopolis inversed. Anyway, who cares? Standard business happening. One gate. One gas for Mapua. See what he's going to be doing. And Quicksilver spawning pool down. He's got about 15 drones going out to drop that hatch. No problemo. Looking for the early Nexus from Mapua, which is a surprise. I don't know any... Although I've heard of some. I mean, I know MC does it, but I don't know any lower level Protosses who do 15 Nexus. I haven't seen it happen. I don't do it myself, but that doesn't mean it doesn't get done. Killing the Scouter, getting it done. Quicksilver sending over the Overlord to check things out. Mapua needs to move his... there you go. But that's... no, not quite. Almost there. No, not quite. Lings are going to be able to get by the Zealot if he does not move back into his appropriate spot. What's going to happen? Now we have a second Zealot out, so perhaps the area is now completely blocked. And it is. But they do not hold position. Therefore... it's no longer blocked again. Hatch is done for Quicksilver. Things are rolling raucously. Second gas for Mapua, which precludes any kind of 4-gating action. So we're probably going to see 3-gate Robo, 3-gate Expand. We do have a couple of Zealots and a Sentry, which lead me to believe that it's going to be some kind of 3-gate expansion. Oh, nope, 3-gate Robo for Mapua. It's my old favorite build. I haven't done it in ages. Ages McAges. How dare you? I don't know if you saw that. If perhaps picked up my email program or not, but it flashed in front of the screen. But it may not show it, because Fraps is pretty peculiar about what it records. Third gate finishing. Robo. En route. What's our Zerg friend doing over here? Moving over his spine crawler. It looks so funny. It looks funny when it's just like walking along. It's like derpy derpy derp. And his friend's about to join him. Shaflam. A couple spines. This is to go against any early push, which just, I was about to say, rarely ever happens with 3 zealots and 3 sentries, but here we go. Mapua getting her done. Sending out a probe with 3 zealots and 3 sentries. What in the world is he doing? He's going to set a forward pylon. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, what? No, Guardian Shield? Only works against range attackers, Mapua. Only works against ranged attackers. He loses all his zealots, but he is able to clean this up. So we're going to see 3 more zealots worked in. All these units will potentially die to these 2 spines, but there are more Zerglings coming out, 10 of them in fact. Good force field on the ramp, but already lost 1 sentry. Is it a travesty that all those units can die to 2 spine crawlers? I think that's true. Because of the amount of HP they have. More zealots than sentries. I like this. Go ahead, Mapua. Now you're getting it right. Now you can come in, kill these guys. Don't need to use your sentry. Yeah, run by those things. No problem. Now you can. Now what you should have done. There you go. Now you got the idea. Force field that ramp. Oh, but you didn't have a good force field. So your sentry is probably going to die. Marcoing the sentry around, trying to get the things killed. It works. And I think the zealots will probably clean this up as well. But sentry is... Now, see, this was silly. You see this? You force fielded out your own zealots, dude. Come on, you gotta think. You gotta think, brah. So all this is gonna get cleaned up by Quicksilver. He did lose his queen. He lost what looks like several drones. But you know, Mapua did a good thing. He made him make a lot of lings. You know, killed a bunch of drones. So not a bad thing. Robotics Bay coming out. Going to see some Colossus. Expansion is finished, but nobody's mining and nobody has moved over any of these probes, which need to make their way over there. More zealots, more sentries. Zealots and sentries against lings. I guess so. Big zealot, big ling force moving over here. Going to try and pay back some of the damage done by his units as we see the probes finally transferring. Here come the lings. They're going to get in there and they're going to do a lot of damage because Mapua does not see what's happening. Looks like they're going right for the Nexus instead of trying... Now that was silly. Instead of trying to kill off all the probes, which they easily could have done in the time that it took for Mapua to notice that they were there, he could have killed every single one of these probes, but instead he just decided to take off 3/4 of the shield on that Nexus, which will invariably return. But now Quicksilver has some roaches out, and I'm going to have to speed this up because, well, I don't know if I have to tell you why then. But here we go. Pylons going down. Lings being made. We've got Evo Chamber coming out. Hydra Den going down. Here's an attack. Lots and lots of Lings going to go out. Now it looks like he's actually going to try and kill some probes, but not really. And they end up dying over there to the tank without killing any probes. Strange. Mapua now has Colossus out. He's getting the thermal lance and level 1 upgrade. Now it's Quicksilver getting his 3rd base. Splitting up these lings, going to scout, I assume, the rest of the base to make sure that Mapua has not expanded all over the place. And now Mapua is moving out with a pair of Colossus, several Zealots, and about 6 Alright, checking that high yield. Doesn't see anything there. Gonna move in here to the front. Now, this is most of Mapua's army. Not a bad force field. Gonna trap those units in there. Make sure they're fighting. The zealots are mostly gonna die, and now they're just getting poked by the spines. Not the best care of your units. See, this is not the first time Mapua has withdrawn prematurely. Yeah, okay, you know, I thought he still had a pylon here. Never mind. But now the counterattack. Quicksilver's Ling's going to get in. He's not paying attention once again. Taking out zealots when he should be killing probes. Yes, very good. Finally, Quicksilver getting some retribution, taking out some economy. But now the Colossus have come, and all of these Lings are going to die. He did kill. He was able to kill several probes. Probably not as many as he might have had he attacked them immediately. Regardless of the cannon, he probably could have killed all those probes. He eventually still would have lost all your Lings, but hey, that's what you do in an attack like that. At this level, you lose your Lings. Thermal Lance is complete. Third Colossus on the way out. At this point, Mapua, there you go. More gateways. Probably 2 more. You are packing a ton of minerals there. I would probably make 3 or 4 more gateways with that if I'm floating that much in the way of minerals. It's just way too much. Get another forge going down. You got your Twilight Council. Get another robo facility. Do something. I mean, obviously you don't have the gas to support another robo. So maybe you should be mining gas from these 2 guys. Okay, good. 2 more gateways. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. Still floating a lot. Both players floating a huge number of minerals. What is Quicksilver going to be doing? Does not appear that he is doing enough. Let me see unit count here. Pretty even, surprisingly, on the harvesters, but then again, both players took out a huge number of the other person's harvesters, so it shouldn't be surprising, I guess, that they're so even. Looking like we've got late injects all around for Quicksilver. These guys have injected. No inject yet. No inject yet. Come on, Quicksilver. Got a macro, brah. You want to make guys, you got a macro. No inject, no inject. Inject, bitches. I don't want to inject. Let me just move my overlords. Nah, my queens are tired. I don't want to inject. No more injecting, please. I'll just die instead. A very good force field. It's completely splitting up the units. Some Colossus, though. What are you doing? See, again, this Mapua, this is your own bad micro forcing you to pull back. You could have won the game right there, but you're just not controlling your units well enough. More stalkers coming in. First time we're seeing stalkers now. But Muta's out for Quicksilver. Seeing a couple being rallied to this point in order to die to some stalkers. And here comes the Colossus Brigade. Quicksilver GG's. Mapua returns the GG, and yet there's still 2.5 minutes of game. And so I guess Mapua did not hit the score screen, so I will do it for him. Word. Thanks everybody for watching. Not the best game, but hell, I'll put it up. Mapua is a faithful viewer, and so it shall be. Hey guys, keep climbing that ladder.